Good morning. This is one of my favorite activities, and it leads up to we're going to be working on factoring next week. So first of all, we need to know what a factor is and what it is not. So we're going to start with the numbers and follow these directions here. Start with number 2. So we're going to find number 2 and put a circle around number 2. Then it says cross out, but we're going to highlight. So instead of cross out, you're going to use your highlighter function. So go up here and click the highlighter. So now it wants all the multiples of the number. So number 2, if multiples of that number mean we count by 2. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Are you seeing a pattern yet? 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38. Anybody see the pattern? So if we're counting by 2s, every number that ends in 2 is going to be in that group. Any number, all the even numbers, any number that ends in 4, because those are all the even numbers. So I don't even have to finish counting because I can see my pattern here. Any number ending in an even number is a multiple of 2, okay? So those are multiples, and that's kind of important for what we're going to be doing next. Okay, so our next number, I'm going to use a different color, is 3. Now we're going to count by 3s. So I'm going to use a different highlighter color for counting by 3s. I'll take yellow this time. So 3, so I go 3, 1, 2, 3. The next one is 6, and they may overlap, but you got to count 3. So I started with 3, I went 1, 2, 3, and then filled in 6. So I go 1, 2, 3. The next number is, oops, I lost my highlighter, number 9. 1, 2, 3, 12. Here we have an overlap. 1, 2, 3, 15. 1, 2, 3, 18. 21. Now you'll see in this pattern there's 2 between each one. So if I just skip 2 and do the next one, that's my next multiple of 3. So I'm going to go through all here and do multiples of 3. 3, 36, 39, 42, 45, 48, 51. And you see there's a kind of a pattern in how, oops, that was a mistake, how it's showing up, because it's 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27. Then it goes back to 3, 6, 9. So they're all ending with the same numbers, if you can kind of see the pattern here. So this is 62, 65, 68. So I'm just looking at my pattern now, and I'm not even did I get off? 62, 71, 74, 77, 80. I think I skipped a row. Something happened. 51, 54, 57, 62. That's where I made my mistake. You see that? I made a mistake. Oh no. Oops. Now I'm going to have to go back and fix those all. So I hope you weren't copying every single one. Okay. First the 3. So 60, I hit 62 instead of going to 63 right away. 66, I knew I made a mistake. 72, 75, 78, 81. Yeah, that looks better. Knew something was wrong. because you'll see there's a pattern. Okay, let me fix those other ones. My 2s that I erased. 68. Now are we good? No. 86. 2s, 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 3s. Okay. Now we're going to do 4s. So I'm going to circle 4. Okay. Now you're going to count by 4. So I'm going to just add this, or the number that you start with. That's what you're counting by. Okay. So we're at 4. I'm going to change my highlighter color again, just to, because I think it looks kind of cool. So we're going to count by 4s. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 20, 24, 28, 32, 36, 40, 44, 48. You can see there's a pattern here too. If you look at your 4 coloring, 64, 68, 72, 76, 80, 84, 88. And there weren't quite as many to color in this time. 82, 96, 100. So those are multiples of 4. Okay. Then 5. Do 5 is a very easy pattern to see. So you count by 5s. So if you know your 5s, you go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Do you see the pattern for the 5s yet? Every number that ends in 5 or 0. So I'm just going to go down the row. I know all of these are 5s, multiples of 5. Okay. Then we go on to 6. So we're going to count by 6. I'm going to choose a different highlighter color. Let's use blue. So 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 42, 48, 54, 60, 66, 72, 78, 84, 90, 86. There we go. Those are all the 6s. Those are all numbers we've already used because 6 is an even number. Okay. 7 is not an even number. So we're going to circle 7. And I'm going to erase this because 5 should not have anything. Highlighter for 7. What color have we not used? How about gray? Okay, so counting by 7. And you'll notice that my first numbers are not colored in here. I shouldn't have colored in 2. That's a mistake. Okay, because when we get to the end, we're going to have some numbers that don't have any colors in their box. Okay, and that is what we're looking for. So here we go. 7. This shouldn't take too long. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 14, and I made some dots I didn't want to make. 14, 21, 28, 35, 42, 1, 2, 3, 49. There's a new one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 56, 63, 70, 77. There's a new one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 84. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 91. 98. Okay, so those are all the 7s. And you see there's kind of a little pattern here, but it's farther spread apart. All right, so now we're going to go and do number 8. And can you guess? So see how 8 is already colored in? If you were to guess, would you think there would be any 8s that are already free and open? So let's go, counting by 8s. 16, 24, 32, 40, 48, 56, 62, wait, 56, 4, 5, 6, 7, that's 64. My bad, 62 wasn't, but it was another color, so it still should be colored in. 64, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 72, now I'm right on. 80, 88, and 96. Okay, so there weren't too many 8s. All right, and then we have 9s. 9 is already colored in. So let's see if there's any 9s that are not colored yet. 18, 27, 35. Wait, 36. 36. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 45. 56. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, 54. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 63. 1, 2, 72. I know that one. 81. 9 times 9. Then 90. Then 99. Okay, so no, there were no new ones to color in for 9. And then 10s, you're just counting by 10s. Well, that's already filled in, so we're all done. Now you're just going to look at the numbers that are left, and those you're going to circle. The ones we did not color in, and it's these first ones you want to really be aware of and remember. Some of these bigger ones you're not going to be using as much, but the first ones you are. So these are called prime numbers, okay? And the question is, how many are there between 1 and 100? First of all, what is a prime number? A prime number means the only factors of that number are 1 and the number. And we're going to talk about factors quite a bit next week. But first of all, you need to know that there's some numbers that don't have a lot of factors. And it really will help you to remember which numbers these are. So go ahead and submit that. All right. And then next week, we're going to really work on factors and factoring.